Lolo. Welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite self-taught DIY self-care at home spiritual curly hair queen. I'm so happy you're here today because I'm going to be telling you all about how I grew back my hair after I did the big chop. So happy with this length, and look at this is some inches, girl. So I am just like so happy. It's only been 2.5 years since my big chop, and I am feeling so much more confident and happy now that my hair is back full, healthy, and curly again. So, which is why today's sponsor for this video is perfect. Today's video is sponsored by Moerie. I will get into that a little bit later, but if you'd like to know what I did step by step to aid in my hair growth process after my big chop, then please keep on watching. Let's start. I know how important hair is and how important it can be for your self-confidence. It's like your crown, it's your mane. There's magic in your hair. I understand how serious and hard this topic can be. I know when I did my big chop for that whole year and I just like didn't have any hair, I just felt like my crown was missing. I really did. And hair is a very personal and touchy subject for everyone, and especially hair loss and thinning. No one likes that, you know? So for a lot of us, we start to experience hair loss after maybe some chemical damage, after some tension damage, after maybe if we've been stressed out, maybe you're pregnant, you just had a baby. There's so many reasons why we lose our hair, and so that is complete, and it's normal and it's okay, you know? So first things first, you gotta identify what is causing your hair loss specifically. I know for me, obviously it was chemical damage and I had to chop it off, but also it was like mentally and inside I wasn't really that happy. I wasn't super confident and sure of myself. I wasn't really taking care of myself like I should have been. Hair growth obviously starts from within, right? So part of the hair growth process for me was just a holistic kind of approach. So that's how I really started getting into mindfulness, meditation, yoga, spirituality, religion, all that good stuff. So I really started doing more self-care for my mental, and your hair grows from your mental, right? So I feel like there's a correlation there. So, but anyway, so not only did I start meditating more and start paying attention to my thoughts, especially when it came to how I thought about my hair. Once I found my center again a little bit, then I started, I wanted to also just have a healthier body in general, so I started drinking more water. It's so important to drink your water. I know they all say that, everyone says that, but seriously, just plain water. You need to start drinking your water if you want your hair to grow back. Also, I started taking, my multivitamins. Always consult with your doctor. I'm not a doctor, obviously, but I started taking like my multivitamins. I started taking my biotin again, even though it made my mustache grow out like an insane person. Yeah, and then back to the mindfulness thing, just really anytime I did my hair or I looked in the mirror and I touched my hair, I really paid attention to what I was thinking about. Was I thinking, ugh, you're such an idiot, you chopped your hair off and now it's ugly and damaged and short and just not doing what you want it to do? And it's easy to get into those negative thought patterns. So instead, when I noticed myself saying such mean things to my hair, I would pause and be like, you know what, I'm so grateful for you. I'm so grateful that I have an inch of hair left on my head. I love you. I want to nourish you. I want you to be healthy and happy. Like, you talk to your hair like it's another person, but it's kind of an extension of you, and you're energetically, putting good vibes into your hair. So maybe I lost you on that part. I don't know. It worked for me. So once you kind of start that internal journey for hair growth, then we can start moving towards the external, which is treatments and, products and things like that. So let's get into Moerie. This is why I'm so excited today to share Moerie with you. I decided to work with Moerie because they specifically focus on healthy hair growth and aiding in the process of hair growth. So their products really focus on the first part of your hair growth, which is the anagen stage. That's the initial hair growth stage. That's when like cell division occurs and all that science stuff occurs. It's very, very, very important because that's when your hair is actually growing. So I love that Moerie targets that area specifically. So let's get into the products. To grow back my hair, every single week I did a treatment, a full hair care treatment. And so what I mean by a treatment is not just your basic wash and condition and go. It is a whole entire process, just like when you do an extensive like skincare routine or at-home skincare facial, something like that. Same kind of idea for your hair. So I love that Moerie has a whole entire treatment line. I can't even hold all this stuff in my hands. But so I got a shampoo, a conditioner, a hair mask, and my favorite, the Ultimate Mineral Growth Spray. I really wanted to try out Moerie because of how clean the brand is. They are paraben-free, fragrance-free, cruelty-free, vegan, silicone-free, SLS-free, GMO-free, you know, all clean stuff in here. And that's really important when you're doing these treatments on your hair. You want to make sure that these treatments are actually benefiting your hair, not making whatever damage or hair loss worse, right? I love this line as a treatment. So once again, it comes with the shampoo, conditioner. So I already shampooed and conditioned off camera. The ingredient that I want to focus on and tell you guys about is the fulvic acid. All of Moerie's products contain fulvic acid, not folic acid, fulvic acid. And I had no idea what that was, so I had to do all of my research. But basically, listen, Linda. We know about free radicals, right? They're in the air. They come from from toxins and toxic things in the air, and they're, you know, free radicals. We've known that they're not good for you. You drink stuff, antioxidants and things to get rid of them. We all know about free radicals. What if I told you that there's free radicals in your hair and on your scalp and like in your scalp, okay? There's free radicals everywhere. What I really like about Moerie is that they focused on this aspect, because you know when you are doing your hair or you're using treatments and you're like, it's not working, my hair still feels dry, it just feels like my hair is not absorbing the product. Well, that is because of these free radicals. All of their products contain fulvic acid. Fulvic acid draws toxins and free radicals from your hair and the hair follicle so that all the 77 minerals that they have in there can actually penetrate and nourish the hair follicle. Fulvic acid is also an anti-inflammatory property, so if your scalp is like, you know, super inflamed, and especially if you have some sort of chemical damage, that is also gonna prohibit hair growth. So the fulvic acid is also gonna calm your scalp and really allow for that anagen phase to do its thing. I also like that like in the shampoo, it has caffeine, so again, you're stimulating your scalp and really getting that hair growth going. I usually go in with the conditioner first and kind of let this coat my ends, and then I go in and I do a really good cleanse with the shampoo, really focusing on my scalp and especially around my edges and any thin areas. It does suds up a little bit, and because there is no silicones or anything like that in there, you can kind of tell it's not as like you could just tell it's not as like slippery, slimy, which is a good thing, right? So that's why I put the conditioner in first, shampooed with the conditioner in it, and then again conditioned after. I love this conditioner. This conditioner I have been using every day. I put conditioner in my hair every day, whether it's a leave-in or not, because I feel like if it's not a leave-in and you really can't leave it in your hair, it's so bad, or if it damages your hair because you left it in too long, why would I want to use it in the first place at all, even if it's just a rinse, you know? So to refresh my hair, I will just refresh my hair. I'll dampen it a little bit, take some of the conditioner, and just literally run it through as almost like a curl cream, just to add some moisture back into my hair, and also hopefully bounce out any of the free radicals that are trying to damage my hair and not let my hair get the absorption that it needs. All right, the next product in the line is the hair mask. Now this is something that I completely rinse out after using, just because it's, you know, it's a mask, it's more heavy duty. It kind of, if you leave a thick hair mask in your hair, it can weigh down your curls versus if you just use a little bit of regular conditioner. Here is the mineral mask, and this stuff is, again, really nice. You can see it's pretty thick in there, and you can tell it's natural because it's not pure white. I don't know if you could tell on camera, but it's kind of, it definitely looks minerally, you know, and that's what I really like. You know, they didn't put any dyes or anything in here to make it a certain, that stark white. The smell, all of the products smell the same because they're fragrance free. It's just the minerals. And that's what it smells like. It smells medicinal, it smells minerally, very thick, it's repairing. I really feel like it does rehydrate my hair. I love that stuff. Last but not least, as far as the treatment goes, they have a mineral ultimate growth spray. This I spray on my whole scalp once I get out of the shower, but I also have been spraying this every day and every morning on my edges, because I for real want, you know, my edges to stay nice. And then I know some people get a little spot right here, so I'm also going to spray that there. And the mineral spray does not need to be washed out or anything at all, but then once again it contains, you know, all these amazing minerals, the fulvic acid, amino acids, all that good stuff for your hair. So this is great to apply directly to your scalp. This is the treatment that I have been using the past month or so. Now let's move on to styling and things like that while you're trying to restore your hair. Really, you just need to, once again, be patient and mindful with how you're doing your hair and how you're treating it. So if you're trying to grow your hair out and you're flat ironing it to the gods every single day, that's not, you know, all the work that we just did is gonna be undone, you know? I would go, instead of flat ironing it at home, which I know I'm gonna do a bunch of passes over it, you know, flat iron, trying to get it perfectly straight. I went and professionally got it blown out. And so like a blowout is a little bit less heat because you sit under the dryer, and then she just quickly flattens you out at the end. And then she also like incorporates a treatment when you go and get your hair done. So I'm not saying don't put any heat on your hair. I'm just saying be mindful about how you're doing it. Don't keep wanding and curling the same piece over and over again because it's not working for you. Just tuck that piece away for the day or try a different hairstyle for that day. So just be gentle and kind and patient with your hair for all styling processes. If you get tired of looking at your hair and doing these treatments, then, you know, it's time to put it up into a protective style. So here's some pictures of protective styles I did. I really love braids. With braids and stuff, you want to be careful that you're not putting too much tension on your head, because then it defeats the purpose of a protective style, right? I did a lot of buns, ponies, fake ponies, added on ponies. Also, this means that you probably shouldn't continue to perm or bleach your hair. Yeah. And then finally, you should be sleeping on a silk pillowcase. If you're not, I get mine from Amazon, and it makes a huge difference. To summarize, once again, the main things that I did was keep in mind that healthy hair starts from within. So figuring out a healthy routine that works for me, mind, body, and spirit. Doing your treatments at least weekly, and your daily maintenance. If you're interested in trying out Moerie and all these amazing products, I do have a discount code. It is code LOLO. I'm also going to leave a link in the description box below with all the information. But yeah, your weekly treatments. And then finally is being mindful of the kind of styles that you're doing. Put down the flat iron, start incorporating more protective styles. I would only say get a trim every year. I mean, who am I? I don't know if you want to listen to me, but I only got a trim every year. I feel like they try to tell you, like, you need to get a trim every 6 weeks. No, if you're doing your treatments and stuff, then your ends are going to stay nice and healthy and continue to grow, and we're going to get those inches, honey. please remember just to be patient and kind to your hair, to others. Take your time. It's a journey. I'm super active on TikTok these days, so if you are interested like in how I did this hairstyle in 45 seconds, then definitely go check out my Instagram, follow me on there. And I love you guys so much. I appreciate you so much for watching and for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.
Try to do your hair in 60 seconds.
Soldier. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it. She make it clap, clap, clap. She make it clap, clap,